Alrighty, this is going to be the tutorial to actually show us how to get this app working. We're going to use something called the blocks editor. I went over it briefly in the emulator video that I did. If you didn't watch that, I suggest you do to learn how to load the emulator, because I'm going to have it loaded in the background. I'm not going to take the time that it takes to load it in every video, because that'll make the videos extremely long and boring. So what we do to get to the blocks editor is click blocks. In the event that you need to get back to the other screen, you just click designer. So this is your designer screen and this is your blocks screen. We're going to work in blocks right now, and what we want to do is we want to make that number 0 go up or down when we hit the respective buttons. So what I want to do is hit button up, and when button up dot click, what do I want it to do? Now you'll see it gives me a lot of different options. Got focus, long click. So this would be if somebody would actually press and hold it. All different kinds of stuff. We're not worried about that right now. All we're worried about is when somebody just touches it. So when button up dot click or dot touched, you could think, what do I want it to do? Well, I want it to change label 1's text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to label 1, which remember is under this horizontal arrangement we did. And you're going to see there's different things here. There's these that are just almost like a ribbon, and then there's these that have more shape to them. And these are the ones that are more for setting things. So in this case, I want to use this one, set label 1 dot text to. Well, if I go to label 1, the text is currently 0. So I want to set label 1 dot text to what? Well, I want to set it to what it is plus 1. Or you can do plus 10, plus 20, whatever. We're going to do 1 in this one. In order to do that, you're going to click on this math one. Now, these are built-in functions here. So the built-in math functions give you a plus. So what I'll do now is I'll go back to this label 1, and I'm going to go back to this ribbon here. This here is actually 0 right now, because this would actually represent the 0, the actual text itself. Now I want to go back to math, and you'll see they have a number here. Now this number, when you click on it, lets you edit it and can be changed to anything. So I'm going to change it to 1. Now I want to do the same thing with button down. I just want to do it so that instead of being plus, it's minus. So I'm going to go to set label 1 dot text to. We're going to go to math. We're going to go to minus. We're going to go label 1 dot text. We're going to go back to math, and we're going to go minus 1. Now I'm going to bring up the emulator to show you what we do. In the emulator here we have our interface. That's what we did in the last tutorial. Now if I press the button, it went up. If I press it, it goes down, and it will go into negative numbers as well. So it shouldn't throw any errors for you if it goes into negative. And that's it. That's how simple our app is. The only other thing I'd say if you wanted to do is if you want to play around with it a little bit, add another button here. We'll do the same thing we did with the other ones. We're going to make this height 100. Click OK. The width, we're going to go fill parent. I'm going to change the text to clear. I'm going to change it to 18. And I'm going to make it bold. And then all I have to do with this is go back to blocks. Now you'll see that's all you have to do if you want to add to your app, and then add what you want in the interface. Go to blocks to make it work. Now I didn't rename this, so I want to go over here. I'm going to rename it, even though I know what button 1 is. I'm going to rename it to button clear. Click OK. Go back to blocks. Click button and clear. What do we do when we click it? Well, we want to change it to nothing. So we're going to put back to 0. So we're going to put label 1. Set label 1 dot text to math. It's already set to 0 for us. And boom, done. So now if I want to go here, I want to click up. I'll make it 3, hit clear, it goes back to 0. Same thing, I hit down, hit clear, it goes back to 0. It's that simple. Very simple app, but it actually teaches you a lot of things. It teaches you how to use the interface. It teaches you how to push buttons and how to make the buttons actually affect something else in the app. Alrighty, the next app is going to be pretty cool. It's called Animals. It's going to be taking buttons and making them pictures instead of just look boring like this, and then even adding some sound to the app. So that's what we'll be doing next. I'll see you there.